A very good afternoon to all. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. Myself Sanchita Sanand, a first year law student from Golgotha's University and currently working as a legal intern at LEXIS and Company. So today I am here to talk about the legal protection of the rights and dignity of elderly. So, though aging is the ordinary stage of human life, it brings with it numerous issues for those people who have grown old. The elders are usually worried about three matters: diseases, poverty, and loneliness. No aging person can escape from the first problem, as it is the aggregate of natural process of being aging. Second issue is that of poverty. So that arises either due to poor management of finance or poverty during earning time, which resulted in the absence of savings or income yielding. And the third issue, that is loneliness, is either due to loss of spouse or having NRI children. So this was the introduction of aging. Now let us know what are the major problems which are faced by the elderly. First is the economic problem. As far as economic problems are concerned, they are very basic to all the other problems faced by aged. A person has to retire from the service with superannuation, and it results not only in loss of employment but also a substantial reduction in his income level. Almost all the elderly people face acute financial problems, and it makes them economically insecure. Second problem is the psychological problem. With growing age, the elder person experiences various anatomical and psychological changes. These changes bring many psychological and behavioral changes in them. Consequently, they have to suffer various sorts of psychological problems such as loss of physical strength, stamina, which become more acute as a person grows older. Third problem is health problem. It had been said that we start dying the day we are born. The aging process is synonymous with failing health. While dying in young people in countries such as India is mainly due to infectious diseases, older people are mostly vulnerable to non communicable diseases. Failing health due to advancement of age is complicated by non availability of good food and proper health care for larger proportion of older persons in the country. Next problem is the problem of elder abuse. And this elder abuse is common, especially in India. Elder abuse is usually defined as any ill treatment meted out to an aging person. It refers to infliction of physical, emotional, or psychological harm on an elder person. According to HelpAge India's recent report, verbal abuse have to face by elderly people, that is around 81%, while 53% of elderly faces neglect, followed by material abuse 37%, and physical abuse, that is 23%. Isolation. The next problem that the elderly faces is isolation. Isolation or deep sense of loneliness is a common complaint of many elderly citizens. While some of them impose it on themselves, but most often isolation is imposed purposely or intentionally by the families or communities where the elderly live. Now, what are the constitutional provisions which are provided for the protection and the safeguard of the elderly? First of all, let us talk about Article 31, Clause 1 of the Indian Constitution, as this article, under the head of Directive Principles of the State, provides that the state shall endeavour to advance the people's welfare by securing and protecting effectively social order in which social, political, and economic shall inform all the institutions of national life. This directive only reaffirms what has already been said in the preamble, according to which the The function of the republic is to secure to all its citizens social, economic, and political justice. Now, according to the 44th Amendment of the Constitution, that was imposed on 1978, that clause 2 of article 38 states that the state shall endeavor to minimize inequalities in income, status, facilities, and opportunities, not only amongst individuals but also among groups of people residing in different areas or engaged in different vocations. The new clause aims at equality in all spheres of life. It would enable the state to have a national policy on wages and eliminate inequalities in various spheres of life. The next article that we are going to talk about is Article 41 of the Indian Constitution. So this article directs the state to make provisions in order to ensure the people within the limit of its economic capacity and development, employment, education, public assistance in cases of unemployment, old age, sickness, and disablement, and in other cases of undeserved want. The next article is Article 47 of the Indian Constitution. This article imposes duty upon the state to raise the level of nutrition and the standard of living of its people and the improvement of public health. In particular, the state should bring about prohibition of the consumption except for medical purposes of intoxicating drinks and of drugs which are injurious to health. The idea of the welfare state, which is envisaged by our constitution, can only be achieved if the states endeavor to implement them with a high sense of moral duty. The directive principles impose certain obligations on the state to take positive action in certain directions in order to promote the welfare of the people and achieve economic democracy. Now, what are the policies or the schemes which were imposed or which are imposed for the welfare of the elderly? First is the Integrated Program for Older Persons, that is IPOP. An integrated program for older persons is a central sector scheme and was in force since 1992. So the objective of the scheme is to improve the living style of senior citizens by providing them basic necessities of life like food, shelter, medical care, treatment, and entertainment opportunities. The next program that is imposed, National Program for Health Care for Elderly, that is NPHCE. From the year 2010 to 2011, Ministry of Health and Welfare implemented this National Program for Healthcare for Elderly with an acceptable expenditure of Rs 288 crore for the remaining period of the 11th five-year plan. It also provides several senior citizens clinic and the separate quiz system for older citizens in government hospitals. The next program is the Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme. The Ministry of Rural Development implemented Indira Gandhi National Old Age Pension Scheme, in which the ministry provides central assistance by providing pension to persons above the age of 60 years at the rate of Rs 200 per month and to senior citizens who are of 80 years and above at the rate of Rs 500 per month, belonging to a household below poverty line. The last program is about the separate ticket counters. The Ministry of Railways provides for separate ticket counters for senior citizens who are of 60 years of age and above at various passenger reservation systems center if the average demand per shift is more than 120 tickets. The ministry also provides 30% and 50% concession in rail fare for male and female citizens respectively of 60 years and above. Thank you so much for devoting your time and listening to my video. So if you really liked it, then please like, share and comment. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel LexcliQ for more such videos. Thank you so much and have a nice day.